over the hills here, and where we've got those showers coming into western areas, a risk of some icy patches too. And it will be a cold night, colder than this away from the towns and city centres. There will be a widespread frost down to -2 or -3 in places. So a cold start to Sunday, but there will be plenty of sunshine around on Sunday. Still a few showers in western Scotland, rain in Northern Ireland by evening. Despite the sunshine though, there will be a chilly feel to the weather. So brightening up through the weekend, but it is going to feel quite cold, particularly tomorrow. That's it for now. I'll have more in the next half hour. Back to you two.
Nick, thank you very much. See you later.
Nearly 2/3 of us could be missing out on a bigger pension because we aren't sure how the system works.
The National Association of Pension Funds says that thousands of people don't realise that having certain medical or lifestyle conditions could actually boost their income once they retire.
The last few years have been tough on pensioners. Rock-bottom interest rates and rising prices have eroded the savings of thousands. It's something that's greatly worrying 64-year-old Keith Thompson and his wife Sharon. Looking for a way to boost his retirement income, Keith was surprised to learn that being overweight could work in his favour.
I was on the internet and I was looking at checking the pension plans and that, and then come across something that, because of my height and weight, that I could qualify for this pension enhancement, and it amounts to about £1,000 difference in what I can get.
When you retire, you can use your pension fund to buy an annuity from an insurance company. In return, they give you a regular income for the rest of your life. And if you have certain medical conditions, they may even pay you more each year because they don't think you're going to live as long.
Without taking his health into consideration, Keith was initially quoted a standard annuity rate of £2,387 a year. But after adding his weight to the equation, he was offered an income of nearly £2,900. That's because the insurer is betting being overweight could cause him problems in the future. And the amount extra can vary greatly. Someone with slightly high blood pressure could see a 10% increase on their yearly income. A smoker could get up to a 22% boost, and if you're diabetic, it could go up to 23%. More serious conditions, like if you've had a stroke, could give you a 26% increase. According to pension experts, this sort of lack of awareness is shortchanging 500,000 people by up to £1 billion from their future pension income. They want the industry to make it easier for people to realise they have options.
I think lots of people are simply not aware that they can shop around. People get the letter when they're about to retire from the company they've saved with all their lives, and lots of people will think, well, that's it, that must be the best annuity for me. But actually, by shopping around, people can really improve the amount they can get.
Keith knows that once he chooses an annuity, he will be stuck with it for life. So he's taking his time, searching for the best possible deal to maximise his pension income. So after 35 years of working and saving hard, he and his wife can make the most of their retirement together. Marlene Saeed, BBC News.
Let's talk to Yvonne Goodwin now, who's an independent financial advisor. There are curious anomalies there, but I suppose they make sense. For example, about your health. If you smoke, then if you tell them, you can get more money.
You can, but you have to know to tell them. And also certain lifestyles entitle you to a higher level of annuity.
What sort of lifestyles?
Which postcode you live in can affect it. They could check your height and weight to see if there's any risks there. If they think you're not going to live as long as the average person of the age that you're buying your annuity at, then that can be a factor in giving you a better rate.
And curiously, I suppose we're in the habit of those particular things, possibly of telling white lies the other way. Like when you go and see your doctor, he might ask, you know, what's your diet like? And you might say, pretty good, I don't eat bad. But this, in a way, is an occasion when you really should tell the truth, if there are...
You really should, because, well, you spend most of your life, if you're applying for life assurance or protection, then all these factors would make your premium higher. This is the only circumstance where you could actually do better from not having the most perfect lifestyle.
People don't know this, still, do they? Do you think some people are savvy to this?
A few people
you
might
sort of do it
be
once in
savvy.
your lifetime, don't you, buy the annuity?
Yes, that's the frightening thing about it, because once you've bought your annuity, you can't change it. So if you buy an annuity when you're 65, you could live another 30 odd years, but you've chosen something at 65 and that's it for the rest of your life.
So, I mean, the older advice with these kind of policies always is start them very early, isn't it?
Yes, if you start early, then they build up higher, but the average pension when you get to retirement is about 45,000, 50,000.
And you're talking about the pot, and that's broken down, obviously, over a long period of time. It works out approximately how much, you know, a year or a week?
Well, I had a look at some figures yesterday, and the top company was offering about £2,800, and the bottom one was offering £2,500.
That's across a year?
Yes. So there is a big difference. The best way for people to find out is to go on the Financial Services Authority site called moneyadviceservice.org. And you can put in your own details onto the calculator there.
And that will tell you the best company where to look for the...
It'll give you a list of about 7, and then you need to get on the phone to them with your main details to find out what's best. But it's also important to check your current pension provider, because if you've got a pension that was set up before about 1987, there might be some guaranteed annuity rates built in there, which could actually be double what you're getting. So always find out what they're offering first before you go checking it on the open market.
Sound advice, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Now, rewiring a plug, bleeding a radiator and clearing a blocked gutter, all basic but necessary tasks that need to be done around the house every now and then.
But a new survey suggests many young people can't do it themselves, and 1 in 6 can't even change a light bulb.